This highly anticipated game was a battle for the national championship. Both teams were undefeated, which was the first time this occurred in a Sugar Bowl. This was also the first time that these teams played each other. There were many lead changes with momentum swinging back and forth. The excitement proved to be too much for some as sports writer Herb Kirby watched the game, wrote his story, sent it to his newspaper, then died of a heart attack in the press box.
Going against Alabama, there's no score as yet. Panic in motion. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Wayne Bullock scores the first touchdown of the 40th Sugar Bowl. And it's a party, a New Year's Eve party for the Notre Dame fans right here in Tulane Stadium, including members of the Irish Guard and the Leprechauns, who will all be out at midnight. Let's watch it again. This is just the raw power of Notre Dame. Pennick coming in motion. The handoff to Bullock, and look at that line take off together. Low, hard, just moving Alabama back into the end zone. Bullock powers it over. On their third possession, they score. Oh, a bad snap, too high. Bob Thomas was getting set to kick it. Doherty, the punter who holds for Thomas, it was a high pass. It was not his fault. So it's 6-0. We'll be back in a minute. Very interesting statistic. For a great offensive team, Alabama averaging 6.9 yards per play coming into this game, held to only 1 yard, and they've had two possessions. This is their third.
Yes, but it's very, very early. And the thing to remember about Alabama is they're the most explosive team in the nation.
On second down and 10 for Alabama, Notre Dame leads 6-0. Coming up to the 3-minute mark, first quarter, second and 10 for the Tide. Rutledge. Oh, that was a sure tackle. He wasn't going to break from that grasp of Mike Townsend, the senior from Hamilton, Ohio.
After the tackle, you probably saw Gary slide a little bit. As Chris mentioned at the top of the show, we had a couple of downpours before the game. Very heavy, torrential rains indeed. And they don't have a squeegee here, which we can't understand.
Look at those zero goose egg statistics.
And that's the second most prolific offensive team in the country rushing the football. Notre Dame totally dominating time of possession. The Alabama defense has held them to 7 points, but the ability of the Irish to keep the ball, 21 plays to 9, is something we'll have to change for Alabama.
They lead 6-0, but right now with 13:32 to go in the second quarter, Alabama has a 2nd and 9 from their own 44. Wide is number 26, Randy Billingsley. Billingsley. Paul Bear Bryant, 60 years old. In Alabama, 140 victories overall as a head coach, 231 behind the late Amos Alonzo Stagg and Pop Warner. First and 10 now from the 29. Rutledge to Jackson. Billingsley blocking. Jackson is on the move. He's at the 15 and sliding.
Number 80, Wilbur Jackson, was the first African-American to sign a football scholarship with the Crimson Tide. In 1973, he was a consensus All-American when he rushed for a 7.9 yard per carry average. Drafted as the 9th player in the first round of the 1974 NFL Draft, he was named as the NFC Rookie of the Year. He played 8 years in the NFL, 4 times rushing for over 700 yards, which was an admirable rushing total in the hard-hitting, rough-and-tumble 1970s.
All right, 7 plays, 5 first downs in this drive that began at the Alabama 20. They have now reached the Notre Dame 17 with another first down. Rutledge, ooh, look out, that ball is loose. And who has it? Notre Dame. So it'll be the Fighting Irish leading 6-0 that have it first and 10 at their own 36. 11 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Pennick 44 in motion. Clements. Dave Casper, the big tight end. Look at him ramble. Now, we have Wilbur Jackson back in the lineup along with Spivey and Randy Billingsley. Billingsley. Touchdown, Alabama. Tie ball game for the national championship. We'll try to put Alabama on top. It's up. It's an Alabama lead, 7-6. Gant will kick off to either Dominic or Al Hunter. Al Hunter at the 15 for Notre Dame, at the 30, at the 35, 40, midfield. Look at him go. 94 yards and a Notre Dame touchdown.
Oh, have we got a football game.
Notre Dame now goes for 2. They lead 12-7. Here's the try. Clements, wide open in the end zone. Dimmerly.
I don't know how that Dimmerly does it, but he does it.
how Rhodes missed the ball either.
Brothers Steve and Tim. This is Bill. His kick. 33-yarder. Correction. Make it about 38 yards. And Alabama has put 3 points on the board to pull within 4 of Notre Dame with 39 seconds remaining first half. Bob Thomas, number 98, who's hit on 9 of 18. His longest was 47 yards. This is one of 48 yards on an angle. 10 yards of the end zone in college football. It's up. It's no good. And now the 10th play of this drive that started at the 8. Alabama regains the lead on Wilbur Jackson's touchdown. Alabama regaining the lead. Notre Dame led first. Alabama came back, and it's been seesaw, and rightfully so, from 2 of the finest teams in the country for the MacArthur Bowl National.
Check out future NFL Hall of Famer Dave, the Ghost, Casper.
Slot to the far side on a 3rd and 10 from the 38. Hunter in motion. Fake to him. He blocks. Clements rolling. There's Casper. Oh, right over the hands of number 34 of the Alabama defense, Mike Washington. 27-yard gain.
Casper is a great athlete. He was, of course, a defensive tackle.
Now to test the Alabama defense at the 12 of the Crimson Tide. First down, Notre Dame. Best in motion. Pennock back in the lineup. Pennock scores! Notre Dame has the lead. By his intensity, I asked her once if he had butterflies before a game. She said butterflies, no, but eagles. The point after, good.
This is Casper leading the play, and what a marvelous block he threw.
We're looking at the third quarter statistics.
And you can't be
Those
much
two teams
closer.
couldn't, 278 to 273.
At time of possession, Alabama has really dominated it in the second and third quarters. Second half, the coaches really have a hard time adjusting because they don't have a calm time to explain it.
First and 10 from the 28. Rutledge has the ball for Alabama. Keeps it in. Boy, was he hard by guess who? Greg Collins.
What a game he's played.
A junior linebacker. He'll return for the Fighting Irish. Bradley, let's see. Luther Bradley goes limping off the far side.
I don't think there's anyone that Notre Dame would less like to lose at this point. And this is Pugh coming downfield at him.
Right into the thigh.
Yeah, Howard. He got hit right in the thigh. That particular area is also called something else. Future New York Jets quarterback Richard Todd scored a TD on this gadget play.
On a 3rd down and 7. 9 minutes, 54 seconds left in the game. Look at that. Back to the quarterback, Dipsy Doodle. And now Alabama takes the lead.
What a beautifully executed play.
Off the old single wing, we used to call it the Transcontinental.
Mike Stock, that boy we were talking about from Elkhart, Indiana.
I told you he'd throw a pass before it was over.
Oh, his dad didn't give the coaches any information, did he? There is Todd, the quarterback, who took the pass 25 yards. Alabama leads 23-21. Now, here is the try for the point. Rutledge holding, Bill Davis kicking it, and he makes it, it'll put Alabama ahead by 3. No good, so now a field goal could do it.
I'd have bet anything that these two teams would not miss an extra point.
Wow. Can't believe it. 9 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the ball game. Alabama 23, Notre Dame 21.
Yet another long pass reception by the Ghost, Dave Casper.
It's a 3rd and 1 for Notre Dame. Clements. Casper's out there. Casper deep. Would you believe?
No, I don't. He had double coverage. The pass was underthrown, really.
That would be
The 2 players were following Casper rather than the ball. He followed the ball.
So it's from the 9 plus the 10 of the end zone. 19 yards. It's up, and just made it.
Yeah, he was a
Notre Dame
little
takes
to the
the
right,
lead.
but just within that right post.
19-yarder by Bob Thomas, the senior from Rochester, New York. Watch how close. Doherty holding.
There's the kick, and
Wow.
definitely it was in, but if those college posts weren't wider than the professional posts, it would have been out.
Now
There
Alabama
you
will
go.
have 4 minutes and 26 seconds in which to score. thriller on New Year's Eve in the Carnival City, the exciting city of New Orleans.
This would be the final score, with Tom Clements, Notre Dame quarterback, being named the game's MVP on the basis of 7 of 12 passing for 178 yards, along with 70 rushing yards. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the subscribe button and click the bell notification button so you never miss one of my brand new videos.